Planning to buy a car in 2026? Then stop, because this video could save you thousands of dollars. Today, we're revealing 5 extremely popular cars that people in the US are buying in huge numbers. But most buyers have no idea what really comes with them. In this video, we'll break down exactly what these cars offer, what looks good on paper, and the hidden problems that can show up later, problems no one warns you about at the dealership. We're not here to hate any brand. We'll talk about the good, the bad, and the long-term reality you need to know before spending your money. Watch this video till the end, because car number 3 has a truth so shocking that it could completely change the way you think about buying a car in 2026. So before you make a decision you might regret, watch carefully, because these are 5 cars you should think twice about in 2026. Let's start with car number 1, the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid 2026. One of the most popular SUVs in the United States, and for many people, a safe choice. But is it really as perfect as it seems? On the surface, the RAV4 Hybrid looks like the ideal 2026 SUV. It promises great fuel efficiency, Toyota's strong brand reputation, and a practical design that works for families, daily commuters, and even light road trips. First, let's talk about what Toyota gets right. The biggest advantage of the RAV4 Hybrid is fuel economy. Compared to the regular gas model, the hybrid system can save you a noticeable amount of money at the pump, especially if you drive daily in city traffic. For buyers worried about rising fuel prices in 2026, this is a big plus. Reliability is another strong point. Toyota hybrids have a long track record, and many owners trust the brand because previous models have proven to last for years with proper maintenance. The interior is practical and comfortable. You get decent space for passengers, a good amount of cargo room, and all the modern features most buyers expect, like driver assistance systems, infotainment screens, and safety tech. For many families, the RAV4 Hybrid feels like a smart, low-risk purchase. But now, let's talk about the side most people don't think about before buying. One of the biggest concerns with the 2026 RAV4 Hybrid is long-term cost. Yes, you save money on fuel, but hybrid systems are more complex. Battery replacement, inverter issues, or electronic failures can be expensive once the warranty period ends. Another issue is driving experience. While the RAV4 Hybrid is efficient, it is not exciting to drive. Acceleration can feel dull, the engine noise under load isn't always pleasant, and if you're expecting a smooth, premium hybrid feel, you might be disappointed. Road noise is another complaint many owners mention. At highway speeds, the cabin can feel louder than expected for a car in this price range. Then there's availability and pricing. Because the RAV4 Hybrid is so popular, dealerships often add markups, limited discounts, or long waiting times. What looks affordable online can quickly become overpriced in real life. So who should actually buy the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid 2026? If you want a practical, fuel-efficient SUV, plan to keep it for many years, and value reliability over performance or luxury, this car can make sense. But if you're expecting premium comfort, exciting driving, or low ownership costs after warranty, you should think twice and compare other options before making a final decision. And this is exactly why watching this full video matters. Because every car on this list looks good at first glance, but the real story only appears when you look at the future. Next, we'll move on to the second car on our list. And trust me, the issues there might surprise you even more. Car number 2 on our list is the Tesla Model Y 2026, one of the best-selling electric vehicles in the United States. For many buyers, this car represents the future. But the real question is the future always better? On paper, the Tesla Model Y looks extremely impressive. A fully electric SUV, modern design, advanced technology, and access to Tesla's charging network, it's easy to see why so many people are attracted to it. Let's start with what the Tesla Model Y does well. First, performance. The instant torque makes the Model Y feel quick and responsive, especially in city driving. Acceleration is smooth, silent, and much faster than most gas-powered SUVs in this segment. Second, technology. Tesla's infotainment system is one of the most advanced in the industry. Over-the-air software updates mean your car can actually improve over time, adding new features without visiting a dealership. Then there's fuel savings, or more accurately, energy savings. For many owners, charging at home is significantly cheaper than buying gasoline, especially if electricity rates are reasonable in your area. And of course, there's the Tesla brand itself. For some buyers, owning a Tesla isn't just about transportation. It's about status, innovation, and being part of a tech-driven future. But now let's talk about the side that rarely gets discussed honestly. One of the biggest concerns with the Tesla Model Y is build quality. Even in recent models, many owners report issues like panel gaps, interior rattles, and inconsistent finishing, problems you wouldn't expect at this price level. Another major issue is long-term ownership uncertainty. Electric vehicles rely heavily on battery health, and while Tesla batteries are good, battery degradation over time is unavoidable. Once the warranty expires, battery replacement costs can be extremely high. Charging convenience is another reality check. Yes, Tesla's supercharger network is strong, but if you don't have home charging, owning an EV can quickly become inconvenient. Waiting for chargers, busy stations, or long road trips can add stress instead of comfort. Then there's the interior. While it looks futuristic, many buyers feel the cabin is too minimal. The lack of physical buttons means almost everything is controlled through a screen, which can be distracting and frustrating while driving. And let's not forget depreciation and resale uncertainty. Frequent price changes by Tesla have surprised many owners, suddenly lowering the resale value of vehicles bought just months earlier. So who should consider the Tesla Model Y 2026? If you love technology, drive mostly in the city, have access to home charging, and are comfortable with a screen-focused driving experience, the Model Y can be a great choice. But if you value traditional build quality, long-term cost predictability, or rely heavily on long-distance travel, this is a car you should carefully think about before buying. And this is exactly why this video matters. Popular doesn't always mean perfect, and the future doesn't always come without compromise. Car number 3 on our list is the Toyota Camry 2026, a name that millions of Americans trust blindly. For decades, the Camry has been known as the safe choice. But here's the truth: the Camry of 2026 is not the same car people think it is. At first glance, the 2026 Camry looks like a solid decision. It's comfortable, fuel-efficient, and backed by Toyota's reputation. For many buyers, this car feels familiar, and that familiarity creates trust. Let's start with what the Toyota Camry still does well. The Camry is smooth and easy to drive. It's quiet on city roads, stable on the highway, and perfect for people who want a calm, stress-free daily commute. Fuel efficiency remains a strong point, especially in hybrid variants. For long daily drives, the Camry can save money compared to larger SUVs. Reliability is another reason people keep buying it. Toyota's engineering history gives buyers confidence that the car will last, if it's properly maintained. And comfort. The Camry delivers a soft ride, supportive seats, and a cabin that feels familiar and easy to live with. But now comes the part most buyers never expect and rarely hear about. The biggest issue with the Toyota Camry 2026 is not reliability, it's relevance. In a market dominated by SUVs and crossovers, the Camry is slowly becoming outdated for modern lifestyles. Limited ground clearance, less cargo flexibility, and weaker resale demand compared to SUVs are real problems for future owners. Another concern is driving excitement, or the lack of it. The Camry is safe, but it's also boring. There's no emotional connection, no excitement, and for many younger buyers, it simply feels uninspiring. Technology is another mixed area. While the Camry offers modern features, it often feels one step behind newer competitors. Infotainment systems can feel less intuitive, and updates are slower compared to tech-focused brands. Then there's the price problem. As Camry prices increase, many buyers start asking a serious question. Why not just buy an SUV instead? For just a little more money, buyers can get crossovers with better visibility, more space, and stronger resale value. So who should still consider the Toyota Camry 2026? If you want a traditional sedan, mostly drive alone or with one passenger, and value comfort and reliability over trends, the Camry can still make sense. But if you're buying a car with the future in mind, family growth, lifestyle changes, resale value, this is where the Camry may disappoint. And this is why this car surprises so many people. It's not a bad car. It's a car that no longer fits everyone's future. Sometimes the biggest risk isn't buying an unreliable vehicle. It's buying a car that slowly becomes the wrong choice. Next, we'll move on to another extremely popular SUV. And that one has issues hiding where most buyers never look. Car number 4 on our list is the Honda CR-V 2026. One of the most popular SUVs in the United States. Everywhere you look, you'll see one on the road. But popularity does not always mean perfection. For many buyers, the CR-V feels like the safest SUV choice. It looks modern, drives smoothly, and comes from a brand people trust. But before you decide to buy one, there are some important things you need to understand. Let's start with the good, because the Honda CR-V does a lot of things right. The CR-V offers excellent interior space. Passengers get plenty of legroom, and the cargo area is practical for daily life, groceries, and road trips. Ride comfort is another strong point. The suspension is soft, steering is easy, and the CR-V feels relaxed in city driving. Fuel efficiency, especially in hybrid versions, is very competitive for an SUV of this size. For many families, this makes the CR-V attractive. Honda's reputation for long-term reliability also plays a huge role in its success. But now, let's talk about what most reviews don't highlight enough. The first issue is value for money. The 2026 Honda CR-V is no longer a budget-friendly SUV. Prices have gone up, and once you add features, the cost climbs quickly. At that point, buyers start comparing it with more powerful and better-equipped competitors. Another concern is performance. The CR-V is smooth, but it's not exciting. Acceleration feels average, and the engine prioritizes efficiency over power. For highway merging or full loads, some drivers find it underwhelming. Technology is another mixed area. Yes, the CR-V has modern screens and safety systems, but the infotainment experience can feel slow and less intuitive compared to newer rivals. In a world moving fast toward smart vehicles, this matters more than ever. Long-term ownership is where hidden issues appear. Some owners report higher maintenance costs over time, especially with complex hybrid systems. While Honda is reliable, repairs are not always cheap anymore. So who is the Honda CR-V 2026 actually for? It's ideal for buyers who want comfort, space, and a familiar driving feel. But if you're looking for strong performance, cutting-edge technology, or the best value for your money, this SUV may not fully deliver. This is why the Honda CR-V 2026 divides opinions. It's not a bad SUV, but it's no longer the obvious best choice it once was. Sometimes, the most popular car is simply the most familiar one, not the smartest one. And next, we'll talk about a car that many people buy emotionally, without realizing the future problems waiting for them. The final car on our list is the Toyota RAV4 2026. One of the best-selling SUVs in the United States for years. This is the SUV many people buy without thinking twice. They trust the name, they trust the reputation, and they assume it's the safest decision. But is the Toyota RAV4 2026 really the smart choice anymore? Let's start with why people love the RAV4. Toyota built the RAV4 to be practical, reliable, and familiar. It offers good ground clearance, a comfortable driving position, and enough space for families and daily use. Fuel economy is decent, maintenance is predictable, and resale value is strong. For many buyers, this feels like the perfect long-term SUV. But here's the part most people don't talk about. The 2026 RAV4 is starting to feel old, even if it looks modern. The driving experience hasn't evolved much. Acceleration feels slow, engine noise is noticeable under load, and the overall drive feels basic. It works, but it doesn't impress. Now let's talk about comfort and interior quality. Yes, the RAV4 is practical, but the cabin materials feel average for the price. Hard plastics, simple design, and a lack of premium feel stand out, especially when competitors offer more for similar money. Technology is another weak point. While Toyota includes safety features, the infotainment system feels outdated. Screen response can be slow, menus feel old school, and the overall experience lacks innovation. In 2026, that matters more than ever. Long-term ownership is where expectations change. The RAV4 is reliable, but reliability alone is no longer enough. Repair costs are rising, parts are not as cheap as they used to be, and dealership service can be expensive. What used to be a simple SUV is no longer simple to own. So who should actually buy the Toyota RAV4 2026? It's good for buyers who want familiarity, don't care about performance, and plan to keep the car for many years. But if you want excitement, advanced tech, or better value for your money, you may feel disappointed. This is the truth about the Toyota RAV4 2026. It's not a bad SUV. It's just no longer the best one by default. Sometimes, people buy what everyone else buys, not what actually fits their future. And that's exactly why you should always research before choosing your next car.